Hiya, darlings! This is Hololive English Advent's Devilish Diva, the one and only Nerissa Ravencroft. Today we are here with a goal in mind, and this is something I've been planning to do for a while. Yeah, so I made the hashtag so you can be prepared and not forget to take pictures of your burgers. So, what I have done is I have gone through the hashtag. I've picked 32 burgers. Put down, if you guys gave a description of what it is, I put down that description. I included your name in each of them. Let's begin. So, our first burger was submitted by a Morkel because the burger looks so fucking good. So let me read. This is made from fresh ground chuck, homemade buns, homegrown plus pickled cucumber, red onion, toast, onion, American cheese, mayo, and barbecue sauce. Smashed and sloppy, top bun optional. But yeah, overall, with how much I want burgers right now, this is a 10 out of 10. The only thing I think I would change to make it better is, personally for me, I have to have the same sauce on every burger I have, which is mayo and ketchup. But this looks amazing. Well, okay, anyway, again, 10 out of 10, amazing. Want it down my gullet right now. This is by Blood Flame Bird. This is their burger. It looks like a jailbird, and it looks like a beast of a burger. This is 2 smash burgers and a painted butter bun with red onion relish, lettuce, tomato, turkey, cheese dippers, and finished with homemade buffalo sauce. I'm gonna be completely honest. Turkey? I'm staring at you. But why is there turkey on your burger? The buffalo sauce sounds delicious though, and the fact that there's mozzarella sticks, I want to know how you ate this, because presumably you made this and consumed it. Yes. How did you eat it? Because it looks really tall. So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. And the reason I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 is for the turkey, but also because the jailbird's face is off model. Next time, move the eyes further apart. Maybe shave them down a little bit so they're not so circular, and move up the beak so it's on the same level as like the mid of the eye. But otherwise, fantastic job. Let's move on. This is Kohan Senhatsune burger. I don't know what the hell it is technically. I'm guessing it's just a regular burger. I don't think those are homemade buns, but they look amazing at the same time, so maybe they are. It looks like they have really, really thinly cut fries, or if you're British, like Liz and chips. It's got some chips on it that look like they are right crispy and oily, which is chef's kiss. Then I see some long way cut pickles, as in pickled cucumber, for those of you who are not American. Good amount of lettuce. I see bacon. I see some wonderfully melted cheese, and then I presume that's a smash burger. I also see on the top, just peeking out, maybe a little bit of sauce. I'm not sure what sauce. All I know is this looks great and it would be in my stomach. Yeah, and then there's what looks like pink lemonade in the corner. Delish. Overall, a well-rounded meal. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Okay, next one are our good friend Punks and Mori. It looks like there's chicken wings. They might have buffalo sauce, they might not. Yeah, and then there's waffle fries. I can't exactly tell what's on the burger, but the bun looks delicious. There's black sesame seeds. But I see the burger, I see a little bit of ketchup, I see some melted cheese. I'm not sure what the white stuff is. It looks like caramelized onions. You might be right. But because I don't particularly know what it is, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Next one is by Fabulous Garma. First is beef and lamb patty, Thousand Island and blue cheese. So that's, I believe, this one. I'm pretty sure. Second is classic American one with pickled reds. Hope these work, Nerissa. I work in restaurants. It looks like there's some pretty gnarly curly fries on the one to the left. Those look awesome. The only thing I gotta call you out on is that burger looks really red to me. I think for me, I'd need it more medium to well. As for the one on the right, it's classic American. You can't go wrong. It's got pickled reds. It's got French fries. 10 out of 10, man. But hopefully, again, I would say for the one that's a little raw, let's give it a 9. Cook it a little bit longer, it'll be great. This is Exile Eden's burger. Exile Eden has made some backgrounds and stuff for us. This looks good. There's mustard, ketchup, there is a tomato and lettuce, good amount of vegetables. I see some cheese dripping off of that, which looks like a smash burger patty. The bun is definitely store-bought, but it still looks good. And we can see they have some chips. Not fries, but chips and burgers also go together. The only thing it's missing is onions. There might be onions on this, but I can't see them. And I would like them to be visible, so I'm gonna have to give you a 9 out of 10. Add onions, perfect burger. This is Sefferdoodle's Burger. What you're looking at is a chili bacon cheeseburger that I tried to cross-section, but ended up crushing the toasted bun in the process. Yeah, it looks like a crime scene, but like in a very edible way. In an edible way. There's some melted cheese. I wonder if that's sharp cheddar or if it's just regular American cheese. There's bacon on that burger, and there's chili sauce. I'm gonna give you an 8 out of 10 for the fact that your picture and the bun, you're right, the bun got really smashed, but it still definitely looks edible. I would eat it. It's wonderful. All right, in this next one, I had to pick for the cute Be Ame. Ame, we miss you. This is Home Mortgage's burger. It looks like they have some sweet potato fries, and then you can see in the middle all the different ingredients that went on it. But I see someone in the background also making a burger, and I like that because this tells me that you were having a 4th of July party, and I like that. So anyway, there's lettuce, there's definitely onion. Okay, wait, yeah, that definitely is melted cheese because onion is on top of the burger. So they have both an onion, lettuce, tomato, and then some cheese, but it's kind of melted, I think, sideways. So I think some of it is on the other side. That is kind of hidden. On that looks to be a pretty thick beef patty. I don't think it's a smash burger. I think it's just a regular patty. On a store-bought bun. The bun does not look toasted to me. And I think if you would have toasted that bun, it would have been even better than it already is. This is a hockey user Sean's burger. Resubmitting my Nerissa-inspired burger with a homemade blue bun, white American cheese, black Russian dressing, and white onion. One without a top bun, just like you like it. They served it up just for me. I've got to be honest. The first time I looked at this before I read what it was, I thought that this was like a cake that was like made to look like a burger. Most times, I feel like when you make something like this, if you dye it, the issue is you put it in and then it gets so toasted that it doesn't really look. But this is amazingly colored. I give it a 9 out of 10 just because, again, I don't know what the black Russian dressing is. Also, I think you need a little more vegetables. But otherwise, sounds incredible. All right, here's a burger by Zell. It's a homemade burger crafted with love and some Greekiness. Attempt. The yogurt sauce on top was made from my homemade yogurt, a bit of whipped cream, and sugar. The tomato sauce was a mix of tomato ketchup and tomato paste. Burger patty was beef and mushroom. So I'd love to see you go all in on the Greekness and leave it in just the yogurt sauce, and then just like add other things that you would get on a gyro. Because it makes me think of a gyro. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Because again, I feel like I would make some changes. I would really lean into the Greekiness, but it looks good. This is by Blaster 1076. This is their burger. Nerissa and Jailbirds, I give you the Failbird burger. It's a double bacon cheeseburger with onion and mustard on toasted white bread because I had no burger buns. I'll be honest, one thing I like about this is the choice of side. And having cheese puffs with a burger is fantastic. We love bacon. Bacon is always good. And then it's also got onions, there's some mustard, a really melty cheese on this double stack. For a patty melt, I would give this a 9 out of 10. For a burger, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. You could have had burger buns, but the side choice was impeccable. I need a few more vegetables on this burger, and it would be good to go. Next up, we have the Huskin burger. From Murica Day, I made myself a cheeseburger with bacon and caramelized onions. Can confirm super delicious. And indeed, that is what it is. It looks like a untoasted bun with caramelized, very well caramelized. This is what my caramelized onions look like. With cheese, bacon, and just a regular burger. It doesn't look like a smash burger. We're Americans. That's how we like it. 10 out of 10. Add some vegetables next time, just so we can pretend. This is Pokemon 517's burger. Here you go, Risa. One jailbird burger with cheese. High in fat, yet full of love. Top bun removable upon request. Well, looking at it, objectively speaking, the jailbird is very cute, who's on this burger, which I would presume is Pokemon himself. Did you wash the jailbird thoroughly beforehand? Jailbirds like to play around and roll around on the floor, so just make sure you're washing your jailbird before you put them on the plate. But yeah, anyway, 1000 out of 10. Good work. Here's this next one. This is by Max Tenose. This is Max Tenose's burger. I present to you a burger with lettuce, tomato, and bacon with Kewpie mayo, barbecue, and honey mustard, all on a toasted sesame bun. Crinkle cut fries as well. I need to ask. I can see the bacon. It looks kind of like turkey bacon. That is the one thing I'll critique, because I hate turkey bacon, because I don't like to eat turkey. But the rest of it looks great. The burger looks good. It needs a little bit of cheese. But the sauces actually sound really nice. It's Kewpie mayo, barbecue, and honey mustard. No cheese gets you deducted 1 point, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, but fantastic. Okay, next one. This is another jail burger by Natsukawa Usagi. Burger from Japan. Jailbird's Family. Handmade beef patty with pineapple, tomato, cheese, and mixed sauce. Hope that we can have a hamburger collab in Japan in the future. They also did the super cute thing of they printed off jailbird details and put them onto the burger, so it looks like a jailbird. I've never had pineapple on a burger, so it makes me interested to try it, because pineapple on meat is not unheard of course. It's a good tenderizer. But yeah, for a Japanese burger, I'll give you a 9 out of 10. Here's an interesting one. So this is BF Robin 446's burger. I've been tinkering with pizza burgers since Gigi and Raura's American food stream. For this one, I wasn't in the mood for bread, so I used portobello mushroom caps for the bun. And that made everything make sense. It's a mushroom bun. But yeah, I mean, this is a very interesting concept. A burger that is a pizza that is not on a bun, that is on mushrooms. And I hate to say, I myself personally don't like mushrooms very much. I'm not sure how I feel. I'm going to give you a 7 out of 10, because I still think the presentation could be better, and I feel like if it were on an actual bun, I might be a little more receptive. This is Stuffed Sharky's burger. There is no cheese on this burger from what I can see. It looks like there's a mix of probably mayo and ketchup. I would smash it. I feel like that could be 2 different burgers with 2 different cheeses on it, but I feel like the meat patty is really, really thick. For me, when it comes to burgers, I prefer smash. And this is all based on my personal preference. But there's nothing wrong with the fact that it's a thick burger, apart from my preference. This looks great. I would add a few things, but overall looks like a good burger. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Here is Razor 921's burger. There's a smash burger. There's shredded lettuce underneath. There's a good layer of cheese. Then there is onion and then pickles. Looks like cucumber to me. Do you know that pickles are pickled cucumbers? Do you know that? And if you make them at home, sometimes they look more like cucumbers than pickles. Sometimes. That definitely looks like a pickle to me. That was probably homemade. But that's just my opinion. So the fries are definitely sweet potato fries, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'll eat them. I'll eat them if they're put... I see food, I eat it, you know? For that reason, I want to give it a 10 out of 10 because it's a very nice classic burger, but I don't know if there's sauce, so we're going to give it a 9 out of 10. Here is a Moonlight Lee's burger. I made a Korean-style kimchi rice burger without the top bun. To be honest, the rice didn't crisp up well, so when I placed it on top, it collapsed. With all the toppings we can see, and they were so kind and gave a picture with all of them, so we can see that there's pickles, tomatoes, cheese, and then the kimchi fried rice, and then the burger. I love kimchi fried rice. I've never had a kimchi fried rice burger, but I bet it would slap. Gonna rate this a 9 out of 10. This is just a Shiro burger. They have corn on the cob, and they've got shiori. and that makes this really hard to judge. I love when the family's having a cookout and there's just fucking corn on the cob. Oh my god. It doesn't even have to be moved on the grill. That shit can just be boiled. Corn is always so good. That's beside the point because we are not here to judge corn. Looks like there's some melted cheese on there. The burger's pretty thick. Then I also see some bacon and some lettuce. I don't see a sauce on the burger. So for the sides, you get an absolute 10 out of 10. Those are great sides. But for the burger itself, I feel like it needs a definitive sauce that I can see with my eyes or that you list. And then the bacon, I would have crisped up a little more. But this looks great. This looks very, very nice. 9 out of 10. Here is Spirit Cell's burger. This is a barbecue bacon burger. They commented it was pretty tasty, not gonna lie. The bun looks great. It looks like not only might it be toasted, I'm pretty positive it's toasted, but they also look like they put probably some sort of like garlic butter sauce on it, maybe just butter, to make it really shine. And shiny it looks. Perfect. It's perfect. It's a 10 out of 10. This is great. This is great. It's got everything a burger needs. It's got sauce, it's got onions, it's got tomatoes, it's got lettuce, bacon, cheese, chef's kiss. This is great. This is a tasty looking burger. I would eat 10 out of 10. This is Melimo's EFR's burger. I made this burger with sausage, ham, mustard, and cheese. It's a burger version of a torta cubana paired with the goated drink of all Mountain Dew Baja Blast. This burger is good. It looks like a good wide burger. I don't know how big that plate is. Clearly not super huge, but because you picked a smaller plate, this burger looks giant in the best way possible. I think there's a lot of meat going on because you have the ham and sausage and the burger patty. The one thing I'd say is I would maybe cut up the sausage at least in half so you could like place it apart so it's more evenly on the burger and not just in one side. So let's go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10. It needs some vegetables, but otherwise this looks like a good burger. This is by Arctico's Bear VT. Not sure if it counts, but I'm a food photographer and stylist, but please enjoy my burger art. This I needed to include it. And this is something I'm really bad at when it comes to food too. Eating, you partially do with your eyes. It is not only a oral experience. Eating, it uses all the senses. You know, you come in, you see the food, and then you take in the appearance of it. Does it look tasty? Then you smell the burger. Does it smell good? Then you pick it up with your hands, you feel the burger, and maybe you crunch the bun a little bit between your fingers so you hear the burger, and then you taste the burger. And you also hear the sound when you bite into it, that it makes the different sounds going together. It's great. My eyes are seated on this picture. I can't taste this burger, but I feel like I can. I don't even know what's on it, but it looks good. This is amazing. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 for presentation. Here's the next burger by I Am Chloe Rose. Behold my beautiful creation. My take on an ultimate steak burger. Fried garlic on top. It is a burger patty on top of fries with cheese and fried onion. I think that's cheese. That's like definitely melted cheese, right? But I'd eat it. Like, is that gravy? Is that gravy on top? Maybe. Maybe not cheese, maybe gravy? The JP bros understand. See, they're giving this a high rating. They think it looks great. So in terms of being a hamburger steak, I would rate this a 9 out of 10 just because I would like to see a few things changed to make it a little more appealing to my eyes. This is Manong Maniakis burger. This is a double smash burger with gravy, cream, cheese, bacon, browned onion, fried egg, and sharp cheddar on an everything bagel. This I feel like 100% gets away with no veggies. It just looks good. I don't know what else to say. For a breakfast burger, 10 out of 10. But this looks great. Now this makes me want to try an everything bagel as a bun. That is the thing that I have picked up from this. But I feel like once you get to the center, you'd need to prioritize eating the part where there's no bun. Because if you save the center for last or something, you will have no bun. But the everything bagel just is kind of like it's selling the whole thing. This is by Golden Boy This is Golden Boy's burger. Thick how I like my women. And I can't argue with that. Toasted bun with a tomato, lettuce, pickles, and then a very thick burger patty. They also have mustard and mayonnaise on there. I can see because I have the mustard off to the right. And that's definitely mayonnaise. Again, for me personally, just a little thick. I like my women thick too, however. personal preference. I don't like my burgers thick, but it still looks good. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 just because I personally would have smashed the burger. It's just a little thick for me, but that looks great. So this is by DTCTV. I definitely see that there's onion, lettuce, and tomato. I think that is a chicken patty, but when I look at the shape, it looks kind of like a fried fish. It's got an air of mystery to it. It's a chicken parent sandwich. You mean it has chicken and egg? I don't know what's going on here. That's all I can say. I'm not going to rate it because I don't have enough information and I'm too confused. Anyway, this is Milch Yep burger. And they've got this nice cross section so we can see that there is pickles, onions, tomato, cheese, and then the burger itself. I love pickles, so that's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see for me. This looks like a great burger. The bun isn't too thick. Like, this looks like it's a pretty wide burger, but it could be the plate size. I would eat this burger. Burger looks fantastic. The cooking is perfect. Like, it doesn't look like it's cooked all the way through to the point where it's dry. It looks like if I push down on it, juices will come out. It looks nice and juicy. And we love a juicy burger in this household. This is a straight 10 out of 10. Amazing burger you cooked. This is Luna02's burger. This looks like it's on a pretzel bun that is probably a little bit toasted. It looks very nice. But very simple at that too, because again, it's pretty much just, if I can see that correct, a pickle with the burger patty and then cheese and then some ketchup on the top. I feel like it's another case where because it's a pretzel bun, you can get away with the less toppings. And there must be mustard on there too, because I see the mustard bottle in the background being used to held up the baby Risa. So I'm gonna give you a 10 out of 10. I'm interested in trying a pretzel bread bun now. Here's the next burger, which is by Jesus Channel 09128126. I call this one the Nerissa combo. We got the spicy jalapeno Cajun burger with a side of Cajun fries for extra kick. And of course a matcha latte for the madam, so she may have a break after enjoying African American culture. We know she cannot handle spice. Excuse me! You are incorrect. Firstly, I can handle spice 110%. In fact, I love spice. This looks very yummy. As I said, it's a Cajun burger, but they didn't explain the toppings. But it looks like there is 2 different slices of cheese, a burger patty, potentially bacon, and then I also see some pickles, and then the burger looks great. The burger looks like it's got some spices and such on top, as well as is potentially toasted, and then there's going to be the Cajun sauce on there as well. It looks wonderful. But otherwise, very solid. Gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Would eat. Very, very nummy looking. This next burger is by Fenrir57. Forgive the basic bun, but made some cheeseburger with steak tips on top. This is another one of those like double meat burgers. There is steak tips. This is a very meaty burger. The steak tips look like they're cooked very well, and the smash burger also looks like it's cooked very well. After eating this, you will need a long nap. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. This is a UG02's burger, a beef burger with just cheese and lettuce for a late night snack. There's also a jailbird in the background, which is of course UG themselves getting ready to eat their late night snack. The burger looks like it's got a coat of oil, butter, who knows, over it, then was toasted, which is awesome. I love doing that with burgers. Then there is the burger itself. I see some lettuce, and then I see some sauce on the very bottom. Then there is this melty, melty, melty cheese sauce. That looks so good. In my opinion, you can never have too much cheese. It looks like Velveeta. I've never had Velveeta on a burger. In fact, I don't think I've ever had Velveeta cheese, period. Again, I'd add pickles, but otherwise, you've got everything you need. But yes, that is our burger review.